to the video supplement with Dean, the Dean of Success. We're going to show you some of those things we're referring to in that audio program. Some of the little demos, because we do have a true speak-tacular entertainer.
Amen, brother. Come on, give it up. Hi.
So coming from LA with a magician, but here's the unique thing about Dean, as you know in the audio, magician, but he uses these skills and tools for marketing purposes. So show us what are we doing here, mate?
Well, a couple of things we talked about. First of all, the one was the direct calling card, or what I call a business card.
Right, so do you want a business card here?
We can use that.
Yeah, this one, okay. So here is the great Bob Wolf's business card that Dean's going to mess around with.
I'm going to reach over here.
Yeah,
We're going to use this. Now, normally, as we spoke, the best ideal situation is take a single hole punch from home around the office and just poke a hole in it, wherever it's appropriate. And I mean, obviously, you wouldn't do it right over the face, but a nice appropriate spot where it's innocuous to the outcome of the card use. You can still give it out even if you don't. The idea is you pull out your card, you show it. With Bob Wolf, you always have a hole in one. So the idea is you pull out a coin in the business card and you say, wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be fascinating, exciting, igniting, and interesting to be able to, if I could poke this quarter through that hole? Would that be interesting?
That'd be very interesting.
Go ahead and give it a try, see if you can do that.
So if there was a hole there.
If there was a hole there, you poke it.
Yeah, I'd poke it. I'd say, I can't do it, Dean of Success.
No problem. And you pull out your trusty pen, and you take and hold on to that quarter for me, and you poke the pen through the hole, and then you poke the coin.
Ah, you poke the
That's
coin.
right. So you can poke the coin through the hole. Okay. Again, sounds kind of...
Yeah.
The thing is, now here's what happens. Because you have this sociological experiment going on, you're creating an experience. You're no longer just handing over your card. You're creating an indelible trust experience that allows them to then remember not what they saw, but what they experienced. So if I were to take this card with a hole in it or not, throw it in a pile of 3,000 business cards that looked similar, they're going to go, oh, yeah, that's right. They poked through the hole. It doesn't have to be a great gag.
Yep.
I'm just saying instantly, this is something you can do right now. Test it, use it, apply it. Certainly you can come up, and they're gonna, I promise you, they're gonna take that coin, they're gonna bend the card, and they're gonna see if they bend the, it's not gonna work. Or you could say, I could poke you through the hole. Or, you don't believe it, go ahead, I can poke your hole. So you can do anything you want with that.
I like it.
Here's the other strategy that obviously doesn't translate in an audio interview. Really simple. And this, by the way, this is very doable. I'll even show you what I'm doing. So, if you will, I'll expose the magic. Dum, dum, dum. So, anyway, a couple of hands. Pretty simple. 2 cards. 2 hands. 1 geek, no brains. Should be fun. We have a 7 and a 4. Now, I don't expect you to take my word for it. 7 and a 4. If I take the 4, and I put the 4 behind my back, I'm going to do that slowly. Okay, now you can't see it. If I have the 4 over here, and what card remains?
That would be the 7.
That'd be the 7. We'll try one more time, just in case you weren't paying attention. We have the 7 and the 4, 7 and the 4, 7 and the 4. Once again, I'll take the 4, and I'll put it behind my back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Don't follow me too far.
Okay.
So if we have the 4 over here, what card remains over here?
The 7.
We'll try it one more time, just in case. Now I'm cheating. I know that's a little hard. Most people think the magic happens behind my back.
Right.
Yep. But we here in the real estate industry, we like to keep everything up front and above board.
Okay.
So I'm going to take that 7 this time. Well, let's say we have the 7 and the 4, 7 and the 4. So let's take the 4, keep it consistent. Have the 4 over here, what card remains? So if the 4 is over here, what card's right there?
The 7.
We'll try it one more time just in case you weren't watching. Now, at some point, you're going to wonder, what the heck is he doing? He's cheating. But at least I'm honest about it. The good news is these are manufactured precisely at the factory for this purpose. And I'll give you the little tell.
Ah.
Yeah. We have a 4 printed. These are double-faced and double-back cards. So on the back, double-back. So obviously, here's all I'm doing. And I'll do it out in front. I'm showing the cards like this. And I'm just showing both cards. I take the 7, supposedly, put it behind my back, and all I'm doing is I won't put it behind my back. All I'm doing is turning it over. Because this is a double-back card, this is a double-faced card. So all I do is when I go behind my back the first time, I just turn it over. That's all.
Okay.
And keep doing that. Now with the one in the hand, is obviously we've got the 4 and the 7, the 4 and the 7, and then I just leave my hand face down. Ta-da! All I'm doing is turning over the card. It's really that easy. The good news is that this sort of unique branded marketing magic can be used for you and your business. It's really simple. But what it does is it creates an indelible experience that you can leave behind. And then, of course, it comes with the instructions, which is branded with your contact, your information, for instance, your customization right here, your customization, instructions throughout, which again drives them at the very bottom to your website where you can generate an offer.
So we'd substitute DeanHankey.com
exactly.
to GlennTwiddle.com, whatever.
Exactly,
Cool.
exactly. And you can call it real estate magic or whatever you'd like to call it. And if you go to this place, you'll see a little video, which of course squeezes you for your opt-in information. And then the full back, this is where you offer your value proposition or your.
That'd
so
be
you
where
can
we say, I'm the greatest real estate agent in the world. I'm gonna help
Exactly.
you out.
Like magic, we're going to make your house sell, or like magic, we're going to get your listings gone, or like whatever.
Very
and you
nice.
just extend the magic metaphor. So it's that easy. It's real simple to do, and you create this indelible relationship, indelible experience. That again, if you were to throw this in a pile of business cards, walk away, a year later they go find these cards. They're going to remember the experience, not the card, but the experience, which then will take them back to you. Okay, so here's how it goes. We build a little rapport at a networking event or an opportunity and say, hi, good to meet you, and all that stuff. Okay, let's just assume for right now we've already built some trust. So I'm going to ask, do me a favor, just leave your palm face up for me like this. Now, perfect. What I want you to do, Glenn, is think of any one of the 52 cards. Have you got one? Perfect. That one there.
I got it.
Excellent. Concentrate on your card for me if you would. And of course, the whole time they're looking at your marketing message. This is subliminal. I'm not going to go into that part just yet. But, all right, think of any one of the 52 cards. You have one, don't you?
I do.
All right. What if I told you the card you were thinking of is actually printed on the face of that card? That'd be a good trick, wouldn't it?
That'd be a very good trick.
That'd be a damn miracle. Is what that'd be. All right, let's try that. For the first time aloud, Glenn, what was the card you were thinking of only a moment ago?
The Six of Hearts.
Six of Hearts. It's done.
No way.
Six of Hearts. Way. All right. Watch now as that Six of Hearts turns miraculously into the King of Spades. This is... Okay, if you're going to watch that close, the trick is off. Better idea. Okay, what was it?
Six of Hearts.
Six of Hearts. Six of Hearts actually printed on here. You'd be amazed. Watch the Six of Hearts. And of course, it's a visual gag. Okay. Now, the good news is anybody can do this. You can do this. So, one of our core strategies, as we mentioned, is you never leave the site of a human interaction without creating some kind of value. That's just a law. The more value you create, the more money you'll make, no matter what situation. It doesn't matter whether you're a full-time professional entertainer, or whether you're a real estate professional, or whether you're serving people, or whether you're a school teacher, or whether you're a librarian. It doesn't matter. The goal is, no matter the more value you create, the more money you'll make. It's just, again, it's just a greater law. So now, I would continue to say, can I show you how you might apply it to your business?
Of course.
Of course, perfect. Now, for a moment, just forget that you already know the outcome. You already know there are 52 cards on this one card pre-printed. Tell me, what is the name of your business?
Let's say it's Bob Wolf Real Estate.
Bob Wolf Real Estate. Okay, so for a moment, just pretend, not as good looking, but let's just say I'm Bob Wolf.
Yeah.
All right, so, and Glenn, do me a favor, think of any one of the 52 cards. I am assuming that the wealthy, rich, important man might have a deeper voice than I do. So, Bob. All right, think of anyone. So we pretty much know he's going to be
He's going to be
Six of
thinking
Hearts
and
or whatever it is.
Yep.
All right, so what if I told you the card? We here at Bob Wolf Enterprises have got your back. Every possibility, every contingency, every answer, every outcome has already been considered. As a matter of fact, you know what? It's impossible to make the wrong choice with Bob Wolf Enterprises. Now, the good news is they're looking at this. You're making embedded commands. Typically, on a psychological level, they're up here. They're going, what's the card going to be? Is my card really going to be on there? So what happens is automatically you get to make a psychological imprint right there in the very back center of their brain, the place they remember the most.
Because actually, and we did discuss this on the audio there, but just to reiterate, while I was doing that trick there, for the first time when I was doing that trick for the first time with Dean, I was doing just like he just said. I was thinking, what's the trick? How's he going to get my number? I'm wondering about everything except what he's saying. So, and at that time, there's all the words are going straight through to the unconscious mind. That's very sneaky, folks.
Very sneaky. That's the magic marketing method. So, and that's what we use: influence, persuasion, support. It's all relationship marketing. Because if your relationship sucks, it doesn't matter how good your product. They're probably not going to do business with you. If they do, they're probably not going to trust you along the process. Anyway, so of course you already know the outcome. So no matter what they say, there's the correct answer, and you've given them an opportunity to see exactly what the outcome here is. Now, of course, and again, we'll show a close-up of this, but you see this drives them to the website. You can drive them to an offer. You can drive them to a squeeze page. You can drive them, maybe you want to see. What I do is I say, this is a perfect opportunity for you to see. If you don't even have to take notes. You don't have to remember. There's a short little video that describes, and of course, this is an opt-in page. So everybody that gets my card, here's the cool part. This is the best. When was the last time somebody asked you for a stack of your business cards to give away to their friends?
Never.
It's like Facebook in the real world. It's viral marketing at its very best. It's not uncommon for people to ask for a small stack of cards because they see how easy it is to do. It doesn't require any skill. If you can remember the phrase, if your card is printed on the face of this card, that'd be amazing.
That'd be a cool trick.
That's
Yeah.
right. Exactly. If you can remember, if your card was printed on the face of this card, you'd be amazed. If you can remember that phrase, you can do the trick.
Yeah.
So one of two things can happen. Next time you're at the bar, you slide this to the person next to you and say, if your card was printed on the face of that card, you'd buy me a drink, wouldn't you? Or if you have small children at home, the first time and the first time only, if your card was printed on the face of this card, you'd take out the trash tonight, wouldn't you? And it works every time.
So it's good for one trash takeout.
One trash takeout per child.
Very good.
Per child. So that's a super simple strategy that you can apply right now. Whether it's this or, again, I showed you the business cards, the whole in one, because you can do that right now. You can start testing it. There's a whole array of novelty cards or business cards that create an experience, and that's all we're after. It doesn't matter what this. There's a whole bunch of them. I can show you some more if you'd like, but
Well, where can some of my folks, just to let you guys know, and of course this will be in the audio, but some people might find this video without having the supplemental audio, so contact me if you want to get the full interview with Dean. But if someone's just found this video, where can they go to find out more about the Dean of Success?
Well, you certainly can go to thedeanofsuccess.com, but my preference is that we'll provide custom content just for you and your family of loyal listeners, the people that you serve, support, and encourage. So that's just not available anywhere. This is closed-door, private, privileged information exclusively for you and your group. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. So maybe below this video I can put a link to some stuff. Yeah.
Put a link to some, and we'll share some strategies and some accessible information that you guys will have that nobody else on the planet will have.
I love it. All right, folks. Glenn Twiddle signing off. Thanks for listening to that. If you're doing a copy of the audio and you don't have it, do get in touch with me. And below this video on this page, we will have some of those goodies that Dean talked about. So, Dean Hankey and from Glenn Twiddle here in LA, signing off.
Right on. Party on, yo!